Hi, I'm Bran, and I love preview shows.
I'm Brian. I like preview shows and Doge going up.
Hi, I'm Dan. I despise preview shows, but love the Doge. And this is the Deck the Hallmark podcast.
Deck the Hallmark, it's his podcast.
Brandon and friends host this podcast.
We hope you like this jolly podcast.
Well, hey there, hi there, everybody. Happy
hello
day
there.
to
Oh,
you.
the clovers are out, the green, the garland.
Yep,
St.
yep.
Patrick's Day is long past. It's an April preview episode.
This is just grass at this
yeah,
point.
This is grass.
Would this make sense if it was spring preview?
It's grass.
Yes, it would. Does it make sense now? Not in your life, it doesn't.
It's grass
Not
with
in your
some
life.
weeds growing.
It's
yet.
April.
It is
April
April.
showers.
Spring May flowers.
So it's the
Bring more preview
showers. The
episodes.
showers cause the grass to grow green.
Grow green.
That's what we've done
It's a good
here.
sign.
Yeah.
It's better
Are
than
the
my yard.
clovers underground? Are the shamrocks underground?
They are.
Wow.
They're growing. Read a book.
We should take a weed
Read a
whacker to
book.
those.
They grow underground. Yes. So for our May set, we're gonna have giants.
It's gonna be nuts.
Shamrock
You're not even gonna be able
flowers.
to see us.
It's going to be in the weeds.
Wow, we're gonna be in the weeds.
Literally, you're not gonna be able to see
That's
us.
not what a preview episode is for sure. We know exactly what we're doing here.
We sure do. Thanks for joining us today. Hopefully you're watching us on Philo, as you can do with all the movies that we're going to be talking about today. Philo.tv/DTH to sign up. Go search Deck the Hallmark. Save all the things.
dare you do.
Dude, I triple dog.
Whoa.
You triple
Whoa.
dog dare.
You went right to triple, too.
I know.
Not messing around.
I'm a bold man. I'm a bold man.
It's a new ballad that Brand's working on.
I do bold things
Talking
like
about
triple
font, right?
dog
Italic,
dare.
bold.
Yes. Yeah.
Right
I'm a
align.
bold man. Bold. That's the choir. Bold.
Yeah. Oh, that's really good.
I'm a bold man. Bold man. I do bold things like a triple dog dare.
This is starting to sound a little bit like a real Men of Genius commercial.
We've got 6
He
movies.
doesn't double down when he could triple down.
That's right.
Everywhere, a triple down.
Man, a classic. We got 6 movies to get to today.
Whoa!
4 from
half a dozen.
Half a
4
dozen?
from the
6 of
network.
one, half dozen
That's
the
right,
other.
yeah.
4 from
On
the
the
channel
golf course.
proper.
The network, the flagship.
2 from mystery.
2 mysteries.
Not movies and
No,
mysteries.
just mystery.
It's a rebrand, folks. It's a
I'm gonna give-
brand.
We get 2 creams. We're just handing out creams left and right. 2 for $6.
It's a 2 for
What are we
6.
doing?
a
What are
4
we
for
doing?
6.
Like old shamrocks. What are we doing? April showers.
We
We're
should do
doing
clouds.
Give me
Cumulus-
4.5 showers. Clouds.
Cumulus cloud. That's the only cloud I know.
Cumulus clouds?
It's the only cloud I know.
Cumulonimbus.
Yeah,
Stratus.
Stratus
Cirrus?
is a good one.
Cirrus.
Cirrus is nice.
That's a
How
cirrus
about
cloud. Oof.
what about
Can't go wrong there.
what about
Wispy.
April? What about 4 Ludgates for April Ludgate from Parks and Recreation? A really random.
What was
That's a
April's name in
terrible
Teenage
idea.
Mutant Ninja Turtles? Did she have a
Yeah, let's get like
April
let's-
O'Neil.
April O'Neil's.
1 out of 5
Is it
O'Neills.
St. Patrick's Day again.
April. Who's another famous popular April? These are bad.
This is just we just need to pick a flower. That's what we need to do is pick a flower.
Oh, we did this last time.
the
We picked a real good one.
lilacs, the rosebuds, the azaleas. Azaleas would be
I
another
made a-
southern
I made a
flower.
list last time. I forgot.
Azalea.
April.
Azalea is what
Hold
you
on,
did. Like
hold
you had
on.
like a woodcock out there. You had a whole
I
thing
had some
going on.
real
Yeah.
weird ones. We
April,
picked a
the
weird
best flowers for April, according to
You
GardensIllustrated.com.
You can't
as
trust
far
them.
as you can throw
Gardens
them.
Illustrated.
All right, I've got
They
some
know what they
good
did.
ones here.
They were at the Capitol on January 6th.
the whole
whole
publication.
flower.
They were there for the flowers.
there for the
though.
flowers.
Just
Yeah,
got
they
it
were
mixed
flower
up.
wires, the whole thing.
You got it all wrong.
Yeah. Oh no! What's going on? Run! The
Wrong way,
flowers
not
are
that
worth
way.
it.
Yeah.
What about a?
They thought they were blowing up. They're like, look at this turnout.
Man, thousands here for the flowers. What a day.
These are hard to say. Lots of hard names
2 creams,
here.
yes.
Lots of hard
Giving
names.
them away.
How about Joanna's? All right, let's go with what did you say?
Azaleas.
Lilacs.
Azaleas.
1 out of 5
In
azaleas.
honor of the masters.
Up first,
Very nice.
we're heading over to Hallmark
Mysteries.
Mysteries. It's gonna take a while to get used to not saying movies but it's Hallmark Mysteries. This is One Bad Apple, an apple, colon
Bad.
a Hannah Swenson
Ooh.
mystery. Now,
There's another Hannah Swenson
Well,
mystery.
this is big.
There's a change up
This
here.
is a
Wait till
change
you hear
up.
There's
this.
a new dude, right?
Cammy Matz.
dude.
Cammy Matz, Gonzo, Vicky Webst in.
Yeah.
So
The Vixter.
it's
That's
a
right.
tag. It's a tag in. It's a hey, I gotta go.
Tag your man.
Yeah, tag your man. Get in there.
Tag your
fight
man
some good ones.
situation, yes.
One Bad Apple: a Hannah Swenson mystery. April 5th, the Friday night. So I guess it's been working for him because they keep doing it. Hannah Swenson, played by Allison Sweeney, has been asked to teach a baking class at the college in town. Remember, did you guys ever take home ec?
So
Sure
many
did.
baking classes I
I
took.
loved a good home ec.
I never took home ec.
Really?
Didn't
Why
take
not?
it. Just didn't.
Too
you
much of a
didn't have
man.
to?
Yeah.
Too much of a man.
Were you in the wood shop?
The what shop?
The working wood
The
shop,
word?
you know?
Did you say the word
Word
shop?
shop?
Yes, I went to
Did
a
you say
shop
wart shop?
to make words.
Question.
my bare hands.
Really don't know what came
I
out.
went to
We're
a
gonna have
small Christian school. Home economics was an elective, but it wasn't one that you could. It was hard
The
to
one
get
that
into.
the men took. I get it.
No, that's not true. It just wasn't one that was. It was readily available. If you did yearbook like I did, and you were on the academic team like I was, you really didn't have any time for
all
home
right.
ec.
He's too busy being a nerd to
this
be
guy
in the
takes
kitchen.
any opportunity to remind people that he was on the academic
man.
club team.
Circle gets the square.
Is that before or after your knee accident?
Oh, got him.
My knee accident. Nicely done.
His knee exploded. It was
Just-
wild.
That's why he couldn't take home ec.
That's right. Would have gotten in the
One of
pies.
the knee accidents.
So
Ligaments in the pies.
can't have that. It's gross. She's going to teach that class, but her equipment's tampered with. It's causing an explosion.
It's causing currently.
It's
We're live to the
live.
Swenson home ec class. It's
still
explosions
happening.
everywhere.
when her equipment is tampered with, causing an explosion that the fire department rules an accident. That's the end of the sentence. Soon, a colleague ends up dead, and Hannah begins to put together the puzzle for the mysterious circumstances surrounding the murder while being on the list of suspects herself. Hannah leans on her friends and her family to collect the breadcrumbs, because she's a baker,
Oh, my God.
of foul play and put them together, and meets a different side of law and order when she crosses path with Lake Eden's by the book prosecuting attorney Chad Norton, played by the Vixter.
The Vixter.
Maria Fisher's on this job, for those of you
Oh,
Oh,
at
okay,
home.
thank goodness.
Brian, 1 out of 5
Azaleas.
Azaleas.
Azalea's
right.
easy for you to say.
I keep wanting to say lilac.
You can say that.
All right.
if you want
short
to, you
for
can dance
azalea.
if you want to, yeah.
What you like these? You like
Yeah.
bacon?
Yeah, I do like baking.
Cam's out, Vic's in.
Yeah, I like the change.
You like the change.
Nothing against Cam, but good for Vic. You know what I mean? It's nice to
You
have
like
a
you hear
shake
that?
up.
Brian Harold hates Cameron Matheson.
In
That's
the
what I
word
heard.
in the word shop, you heard. You heard it here
I was
first.
down in the word shop. Sorry.
This at some point, like
As
maybe
someone of the academic team would.
That's right.
at some
That's where I went.
point,
Word shop.
yeah.
You know,
The
makes
word
sense
shop.
to me.
Why can't they just lock her up for a year and just see what happens and see if the murders continue, just to rule her out like forever? She's like always a suspect,
Yeah.
always in the mix. Like just put her in jail for a little while, just see if stuff keeps happening. If the murders keep happening, we know she can be ruled out all the time, right? Anyway, that's not going to happen. 4 lilacs, aka azaleas,
Yeah.
holding my cream, but really excited to see what they do with this with Vic.
It's the opposite for me. These movies have never been anything other than a torrential downpour of boring. I've never seen one that I've even remotely liked. Now, I've not seen a lot of the early ones aside from the plum pudding, Christmas, whatever. I hate these
Which
movies.
was the best.
I hate these movies. They don't work for me. The cases aren't interesting. It's just talk, talk, talk. Don't care about the recipes. I just don't like them. I gave them a puncher's chance. I gave them 3 or 4 movies before I've gone this hard on them. They're bad movies. I don't like them. Vixter is not going to help, and I hate that because I love that guy.
Whoa.
It's a 0-0 for me.
Oh, boy.
Double 0.
That's
Double
tough.
0. Sorry, yes, Aaron?
She's confirming my 4.
It was a 4. Wow. I'm going to go 2.5.
Okay.
Right down the middle.
Nope.
Half an azalea.
And basically all of that is for Vic Webster. I'm excited about that. I love Victor, and I think the name Chad Norton's a strong name.
It's a strong
for Vic
name.
Webster, and so I'm more, by the book. Like, are they going to let him play? I don't know, but let's see what happens. I'm going to go 2.5. for one bad apple. A Hannah Swenson mystery. Up next, the very next day, everybody, we're heading over into Hallmark
Saturday.
Channel with a little movie called what is it called?
Wow.
Blind Date Book Club.
Okay,
Ooh,
but
that's
it's
a cool name.
Blind Date
the
Book
confusing
Club.
thing in this particular
Redneck
press
Yacht
release
Club.
is it's
very nice.
the title for some reason
Just
is
for
the
you.
only thing up here that's not in bold. Everything else is
You know, if
in
you
bold.
highlight a whole page.
Yeah, the whole.
So that should have been Blind
this is
Date
bold
Book
like you.
Club. It's bold like me, everybody. Blind Date Book Club, April
Blind
6th. It
Date
is
Book
starring Aaron Kirkhow and Robert Buckley. Are you ready?
Bob Buckley.
Meg Tompkins, played by Kirkhow, is torn between taking over her late mother's bookstore and pursuing another career. Pick one, doesn't matter. At the
Anything other than
bookstore,
bookstore.
that's right. At the bookstore, she starts a successful quote unquote blind date book club. Oh, that's the name of the.
Big
That's the
Book
name of the.
Club.
The idea is readers pick a book mysteriously wrapped in brown paper with only a few key descriptors on it. Meg then hosts an interactive discussion where all the readers get to talk about Meg's book of choice. Meanwhile, book author Graham Sterling, strong name, played by Buckley, is given hard advice.
Bob Buckley.
Is given hard advice about his most recent manuscript. It's hard advice, man. He hears an interview with Meg on the radio about her blind date book club and seeks her out to audition his new novel.
Self-control on my part.
Graham-
it's hard not to.
Graham has been advised to avoid writing about a subject. Wait, what? Here we go. Graham has been advised to avoid writing about a subject about which he knows nothing.
Yeah, that's good advice.
Yeah. Which is also Meg's recommendation. But against her better judgment her better judgment, home ec class, she agrees to having Graham's book a part of the club. In spending time together, Meg and Graham begins to grow close, all while discovering each other's own true happiness.
Okay.
True colors.
Taylor is who you can reach out
cool.
to for this one.
Great.
Love Taylor. Blind Date Book Club. Brian, what you think, buddy?
There's a lot of confusing stuff there.
Yeah.
You lost me after it's a blind date book club, which is super intriguing to me. Everything else, I don't know. Sure, cool. Go. Don't do or don't write about things you don't know about. I'm going to give it 4 again, which this morning.
Does the scale start at 4 to
No,
you?
this morning I was
It's
thinking.
like 0 is 4, 5 is 5.
I was gonna try to go low this month because I thought
Try harder.
it's gonna be loud. Yeah,
You're doing such a bad job of it.
I'm doing a bad job. But I'm intrigued by this idea. A blind date book club sounds really cool.
That's not what you said earlier. You said the only thing intriguing about this is a blind date book club. Everything else, I don't know. I'm going to give it 4.
Yeah.
And that's
It's-
you
it's
trying to
strong.
go
I
low.
need somebody to go
It's a
back
strong
and listen
enough
and take it to the tape. When's
idea.
the last time that Brian has given a 1 or a 0?
Probably last month.
Yeah, you can.
Bri, does it change your opinion rating at all for this movie if I said you could go downtown to M. Judson and they have blind date books there and you don't have to watch this movie to get that thrill? Does that
I
change your
want
rating
to
at all?
dip my toes though before I do it myself. And also, I'm married. I can't. I feel like in good conscience, I can't.
You and your
right?
wife could go as a date night, pick out a book for each other.
You're not like,
Oh, okay. We could do that.
Yeah,
That's a good
you're
idea.
not like,
I think
you're
you're
not
misunderstanding
taking the book out
some
to
of the-
dinner.
No, but I thought it was like it matches you up with somebody
No, so,
else,
like,
right?
You wrap the book in brown paper so you can't see what the book is, but they put like a brief description
Yeah.
on the cover on the
that's-
paper, so you're like, oh, this book is a
It's not a
lighthearted
dating thing?
comedy.
No, it's not a
No.
dating thing.
Oh, I thought like depending on what book.
Dan, did you
pick-
think it was a dating
I
thing?
thought in this movie it was.
It's not.
There's not a.
It's not.
There's not a date component in the movie.
No.
Well, we'll see.
That makes it a lot less
book is
interesting
the
to me.
book is
I
blind,
thought
and
that
then
was
you
part
have
of the deal for the movie. Is
Do I need to reread it? where
no,
it's in the- Okay,
no.
really
Absolutely
quick.
not.
The book is wrapped.
Yes.
It's a
Everybody
blind
gets
date
it. Everybody wants it.
Yeah.
They
I was
open it up,
distracted with
and
the
then
song.
they come together and they have an interactive
Got
discussion
you.
about
This
the
is
book.
less interesting to me than it was when I thought they had
It's
to
the
do an
same
actual blind
book
date.
for.
Yeah. This
That
is
is
not,
the weird.
This
Like,
is
so
not
it's just
nearly
like,
as
hey,
interesting to me now as what it was
I
before.
just assumed that it was like like the thing they do at M. Judson,
Right.
where you don't know necessarily what book you're reading, but you pick it based on the genre and some keywords.
Yeah.
I thought they were.
I would imagine is each person is picking a different blind date book.
Because
I thought they were
this is
getting
confusing.
matched here,
So did I.
and that was going to get me 2.5 or 3 azaleas. If that's not the case, and they're just reading books they don't know the title of initially, this sounds terrible.
So, yes, there is no blind dates, and that is 100% clear. I think it's possible that there's 2 separate things going on here. There's the blind date book club.
Yep.
And then there's also an interactive discussion because it says where all the readers get to talk about Meg's book of choice. So if it's Meg's book of choice, it wouldn't
what's the
matter
blind
whether
date book for?
I think it's 2 separate. She's
Two
trying
different clubs?
No, she's trying to get the bookstore to be on the rise. So
be
she's
poppin'.
like, we'll do the blind date thing. We'll do an
Meg's
actual
one
book club.
club.
Because it says it's of Meg's choice.
Can we get Taylor on the line?
Yeah, I got to
Yeah,
be
can we
honest.
reach out to Taylor?
It's-
This went from 3 and a cream to none and a none. Like, if all this is basically the Jane Austen book club, but we don't know the book,
Yeah.
then I have no desire to watch this movie.
But
I
the
don't.
thing is like, why should
I
they
thought
have to be 2 separate initiatives. There has to be the blind date book club where
Yeah.
people go in like we do at M. Judson's, find a book and a thing, read the
Unless
descriptors.
Meg is picking a book, wrapping it up, and not telling anyone that they're all reading the same book.
I don't know. And then I,
thought
think
this
she
had a
does.
little Dash and Lily in it.
Yeah.
That's what I thought
and,
it had.
and
in it.
then
It's just a
she
little
does an
confusing.
actual
Ugh,
book
gone
club
too soon, R.I.P.
about.
Obviously.
It's the phrase about Meg's book of choice that confuses me. Because why would she wrap it? Like it's already a mystery. You walk in, she says, "Here's your book of choice."
Exactly. Wow. Really confusing.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
there has to be two separate
2
book
separate
things.
initiatives to help this book.
So this
Store
went from interesting, different. I like the 2
Yeah.
leads. To this sounds awful.
What did you think it was?
I thought that they were being matched with someone. Like if you choose this book,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it's like an old school dating app,
Right.
Like you choose a
I
book.
would watch that movie.
Who has
Yes,
similar
it's a
interests.
great idea
It
for a
is,
movie.
Yeah. I thought that's
this,
what it was.
unfortunately, sounds kind of stale. The 2 leads, give me one azalea,
Let me see if there's
No cream.
any other.
one azalea, no cream. Right, you sticking with 4?
No.
What if the
No.
book comes to life? They are dating the books.
Thanks, Lee.
Different Hallmark After
Lee's
Dark.
great idea.
Okay,
There's
now
the door.
here's the shorter synopsis.
This might help.
A bookstore owner finds love and direction in life after agreeing to review a famous author's new novel in her blind date with a book club.
I hate it.
That doesn't
I hate it.
What if
It's not
you,
blind.
Bran, I hate it.
It's
I hate
not
it.
blind if she knows what she's.
I'm gonna say
I was really excited about
What
this
the
movie.
heck?
The more we talk about it, the more I'm confused.
I'm gonna lock one azalea in before I change my mind and go to 0. Right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go
You're sticking with
2.5, but I will cream this movie based on confusion.
It's a confusion cream. That happens.
And
Some are like, I don't know why I,
lost
did that.
it. And
yeah.
there it goes. There's nothing I can do about it. 2.5
over
and
now.
a cream.
I do just
It's a
want to
blind
say,
date book club.
I do want to say the airing this movie the day before the When Calls the Heart premiere, really smart by them.
Yeah.
Got a fun thing going on with the Cacao, who I love. I'm going 3 right down the middle, 2 for the leads and 1 for mystery.
Sure.
Just a little bit of intrigue there on what this movie actually is. I'm going 3 right down the middle. When I say right down the middle, you should know. It's 3.
2.5.
It's easy. Do the math.
Actual
simple
number
math.
line math.
Caught up doing the math and didn't hear right down the
That'll
middle.
get you.
that's-
That'll
that's
get you.
Because
3.
sometimes when we start saying like 1 for this, 1 for that, it can go on for a while.
1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 right down the middle.
Yeah,
Yes.
you know.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. We got a few more movies to get to here on Deck,
Deck
the
the
Hallmark
Hallmark.
Blind Date Edition. A blind date podcast club. You
Yep.
go in, you sit back to back, you listen to the same podcast. If you decide to sit there and listen to the whole thing, you can then turn around and see if you're the person
Actually
did.
seems
and
like
then,
a good-
and then
I feel
you
like it's missing an element, but it's close.
Yeah.
and then like if you both decided like, hey, I really like this podcast, then maybe you
What if
should
you
be
had to
together.
select a podcast for the other?
Ooh.
Go
To
ahead.
change your opinion, if Blind Date Book Club is directed by Peter Benson.
It does not.
It does a little.
It does
he does
not.
a good job.
Peter Benson's
you
a
know he's
wonderful
in it.
human being.
So he's going to be in it.
All right,
And
my
he's directed some good ones and some bad ones. It
My
doesn't do
third
anything for me.
azalea is for him.
There it is.
You talked me
Math
into it.
always works out.
It always works out. Up next, we have Legend of the Lost Locket.
Man, I have 2 creams left, and that title made my stomach sing. Legend of the Lost Locket. Is it a McGee and Me?
They better be in a rainforest searching for something.
Natasha Burnett and Viv Leacock.
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready? London-based antique expert Amelia Scott, played by Burnett, is on the hunt for a long-lost antique locket. That legend says will grant the wearer true love. Similar to a maybe a little wedding veil.
Sure. Oh, wedding
it's a taunt. Her late mother started the quest, and Amelia is bound and determined to see it through. Amelia's search takes her to a small town in Massachusetts.
Oh, look at that.
Where she immediately clashes with Sheriff Marcus Forrest, played by Leacock. I don't know why there's a sheriff involved in this, who questions her motives and interests in the town's history. After a somewhat rocky start, Sheriff Forrest begins to recognize what acquiring the iconic locket can mean to the local community. So he joins Amelia in the race to find the antique before any of the competition can decipher the clues and beat them to the treasure. As their pursuit for the locket intensifies, hey guys, stop! As the pursuit of the locket intensifies, so do their feelings for each other. From the Boston art world to participation in the town's annual Founders Day to the ultimate treasure. Founders Day costume ball.
Oh, man.
Their search for the fabled locket inspires Amelia and Marcus to follow their hearts.
Spring of balls. It's a ball spring.
To the ultimate treasure, true love.
Listen, these are the 2 leads who play the Canfields, I believe, on When Calls the Heart. So they're the married couple on When Calls the Heart. So it's cool to see them doing this. Also, it basically is When Calls the Heart month. That's the best I can figure.
Yeah.
I like
this
that.
This sounds miserable. 0 and 0, and I have 2 creams for the last 3 movies, and I'm very concerned. 0 and 0 for me.
Oh, man. I'm not super psyched about it.
I'm going to give it a 4.5.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like it's really going to live. Sounds kind of boring. Maybe a 5 to be safe.
Yeah, just to cover all the bases. Oh, man. I saw this funny thing about people, like a guy from Colorado moved to Massachusetts.
You guys hear about this one?
And he's like, in Massachusetts, if you ask somebody to help you with something, they'll make fun of you the whole time and tell you how dumb you are for what you're doing, but they'll help you. And I have a feeling like the sheriff's not going to berate her while he's helping her, and it's going to feel like inauthentic. And so I'm going to go 2. 1 for Massachusetts, which I don't really care about Mass that much anymore, but just because my kids were born there. And then 1 for, I guess, the Bruins.
Go Bees.
Go Bees, obviously. 2.
I'm excited to see these 2 leads and anything else together. And so I'm going 4 and I'm creaming.
You've lost your mind.
4 azaleas.
Now, I will say this. You do know what movies are left, and I do not.
I don't. I go into this blind.
I don't have any idea.
Blind.
The only thing I knew about was the Victor replacing the Matheson.
Yes. Oh
boy.
Falling in Love in Niagara.
Oh, is this a state park thing?
This is not a state park thing. It is totally different.
I see a name that I know.
Jocelyn Whodonnet and Dan Janot.
Dan Janot, our boy.
The Giannotti family.
Who was the
Jocelyn Whodon.
Whodonnet.
Whodonnet.
Whodon gonna beat them Saints.
That's exactly. Remember when the power went out?
Who dat?
That was wild.
I do remember that.
After her fiance,
you got it,
leaves her before their wedding.
Fancy Iggy Azalea. How do you like me now?
That's exactly right. After her fancy leaves her before their wedding, Madeline goes to Niagara Falls to honeymoon without him.
Ooh.
There, she reconnects with her adventurous side, learns to let go, and finds, spoiler alert, new love with Mike.
It feels a little too soon.
It does. It does feel a little too soon. Brian?
5.25. I know that we can only do 5.
We can only do 5, right? There's a ceiling?
There's a ceiling.
Yeah, I'll go right down the middle on this one. 3 for me. It's getting cream time. Like this is getting nerve wracking.
You're about to have to cream no matter what.
Exactly. That's
right.
what I'm afraid of here.
That's why you're using it now.
No.
Yeah.
No. Niagara Falls, not even the greatest waterfall in this country. So why would I?
That's right.
It's number 2 behind the Falls Park in Greenville.
Yeah, way behind. So just 3 down the middle.
Yeah, that Greenville.
So I'm in a tough spot here because I do like both leads. Jocelyn Houdon was in the Ariel movie, and then Dan Janot, big fan.
Yeah.
Little Mermaid?
No, the Ariel. Nope, you got it.
You know the silks.
the twist,
Up in the
romance of the
silks.
twist.
Good memory there.
And I
Must have
like
been on like debate team or something.
no academic team, if you can believe it, and Bible quiz for
Unbelievable.
those who really want to hear me.
You got a resume I could look at?
I like both the leads. The movie sounds terrible. But if I don't do this, I have to cream the last 2 movies.
Oh boy. Yeah.
You're cream committed.
It really gets to
Yeah, I don't want my cream put in a corner. I'm going to go ahead and go 1 for the
Wow.
leads and a cream here.
Wow.
a,
One for the
you're a
leads
little
and a
resistant cream.
It was a
there.
resistant cream. Yeah, you drug it out of me.
Been there. Hey, I go now.
You do.
I'm going to go
Tag,
with
you're up.
3 and a dime. 3 and a dime. 3.10.
Okay.
Because I
Nobody needed decimals.
I didn't know we could do that.
No, we can. I think that this. I'm going to try to forget about everything that's happened with state parks and what we've experienced with them in movies.
Sure.
And now we're going
I
to
forgot that
Niagara
Teddy
Falls.
Roosevelt did anything to preserve.
I went to Niagara Falls once.
You did.
Saw
I've been
it.
as well.
I have not.
It was neat.
Oh man.
We're gonna
Did you
send
ride
you
the
for
Maid
this
of the Mist?
episode. We're
I'm
send-
gonna
I
go
did.
live from the Niagara
Yeah.
Falls.
Yeah, I did the
From
little
the second best waterfall in the country.
I did a little boat thing, where you
That's
go out
cool.
there and
Get sprayed down?
sprayed down.
It's like Dingus Day.
Makes it sound like a different thing.
It is like Dingus Day. Stay tuned to next week, everybody.
Boy.
Big Dingus
go
Day
hard on
celebration.
Dingus Day.
So hard. We are already rigging the ceiling. It is going to be
Somebody sending
nuts
us
in
the
here.
crackers or whatever they're
It's
called.
going to get nuts
Those
in
things are
here.
good.
Dingus cookies.
Dingus. Oh yeah, what were those called?
Dingus
Aaron?
crackers.
I don't remember what they were called, but they were so
were
delicious.
Because they were
So
the
good.
powdered sugar, right?
Yeah.
Right now's the time.
Yeah.
Right now is the time you can still
I
get
will
them
be
here.
getting here at 6 a.m. on Monday, and I will be stocking the
Undoing all our hard
mailman.
work?
I will eat them all in the hallway before
How
I
dare
share
you.
You're
with
going to be
guys.
embarrassed when you open the door and water
If we're
is flooding out.
recording that
We're actually
day-
going to flood this whole building
gonna
so that
get
when she
like
opens
an
the door,
aquarium.
it's
Chance.
going to be so funny. Dingus
Dingus
Day!
Day.
We might get a whale
Only
shark
comes
just
once
for
a year.
fun.
Yeah, and if you see us recording on Philo with just cinnamon sugar all over our shirts, just don't worry about
no
it.
It's
question.
not cinnamon sugar; it's powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar, both and.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
of it,
but
all
now
the
that we've
sugar.
heard cinnamon,
Oof, yeah,
out
throw a little of
loud.
that
Get
on
your
there.
pissy whip.
It was a hard return that
There's so much. If you try this again,
can't-
if you try this again, we might get canceled. There's so many ways it could go
Is there a
wrong.
better way to
You
go out?
did say
Is there a
pissy
better
whipped.
way to go out
I said
than
pissy.
Dingus Day?
Whipped.
Get your pussy willows ready is what I was
Get your
trying
pussy
to
willows
say.
ready. That's right. That's not what you
Get those pussy
said,
willows
but
ready.
Get them ready.
You creaming this one, Brandon?
3 and a dime. I'm
Kathy
not
says they're
creaming.
on the way.
Oh, yes!
That's exciting.
Dingus, 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 dingus.
Am I muted?
No, you're
For
not.
those of you
Great,
who are,
Kathy, it is our favorite holiday.
Yep.
yeah,
We
Yeah.
talk about it.
For
all
those
We
of
the
you
do
that
talk
don't know
about
what's going
Dingus
on,
Day
read
all
a
year.
book.
All year round, we talk about.
Yeah, you dingus. Read a
Nothing
book.
of what we said is out of bounds, aside
yeah.
from pissy whipped. I
That's
don't know
it.
what that is.
But other than that,
You need pussy
Right.
willows on Dingus Day.
Yes.
That's
Pussy Willows
Yes.
on Dingus Day.
Get your pussy willows ready.
Yep.
Get your pussy willows ready.
You took extra time there, and I appreciate it.
Get your pussy willows
We
ready.
didn't need another one.
yes, we did.
3 and a dime. We're gonna take a break. We'll be right
We
back here.
should
in
have done
Oklahoma.
Pussy Willows.
We should have done pussy willows. 2 pussy willows and a cream? I don't know.
Out of respect for Dingus.
Welcome back, everybody. We're having a good time here. Let's get into it. We got 2 more.
Yeah.
2 more left. Neither are long boys
Oh.
as far as press releases go. Up first, we have the Curious Caterer,
Oh.
Foiled Plans. This is airing on Friday, April something.
April Shumpton.
26th. Thanks, Aaron.
April 26th.
All right, good day.
Starring Andrew W. Walker
Yep.
and no one else, according to IMDb. But I'm going to go
Wow.
out
That's
on a
all we
line
need
and
to
say
know.
I think Nikki
Wow.
DeLoach is in this
Might have
movie.
something to do with this.
Goldie Berry's. Oh yeah, I think Nikki
Here she
DeLoach.
is.
Nikki DeLoach might be in it. Yeah.
Goldie Berry's medieval fest at Hyde Castle gets interrupted by murder. She teams up with Detective Schultz to solve the mystery before the murderer strikes again. That's all we got.
Yeah.
Brian.
Yep. I mean, good stuff. 4.5.
I mean,
Yeah.
Good stuff.
This one speaks for itself. This one, I feel like we're coming back up. Like, wasn't the last one a little bit of a dip? And I think we're coming back up with
When
this
I dip,
one.
you dip,
Yeah,
we
exactly. This is 4.5 Pussy Willows, which translates to 4.5 azaleas
it's
and a
1-to-1.
cream.
Yeah.
For me, yes.
And the cream.
These movies have sounded really bad so far. The Curious Caters have a floor of higher quality than the rest of these movies. 2 azaleas, 1 for each of the stars, and my last cream.
Ooh.
Nikki and
Look at
Andrew on
this.
screen together. Come on.
I
take a
am.
chance.
I'm gonna
Otherwise,
give this. I was gonna give it 5. I take 1 away because of medieval stuff.
Yeah, sure.
A little bit icked out by it. You know, like just like all the chain.
They didn't have
stuff.
sanitizer back
Yeah, they're
then.
just gross, and there's
Different
eating
time.
Turkey legs with
Yeah.
their hand.
It's porridge.
Yep.
Porridge is still around
Matt
today. but-
Mead.
And then I'm gonna
Meat
go,
also
but I am gonna
still
cream
around.
this movie. I am gonna
Whoa.
cream this movie. Is it a triple?
Trifecta. It is.
Cream bro.
Hey, hey, yeah.
Last but not least, we're heading over to the Hallmark Channel for Branching Out, which is going to air on April 27th. It stars Sarah Drew and Juan Pablo de Pace.
Very nice.
Piss?
de Pace.
The pace. Okay, got it.
The Pussy Willows.
Pissy Will.
Stay with me. I think there's some math here. 10 years ago,
Yep.
Amelia Weber, played by Drew, had a baby on her own through IVF.
Oh boy.
Today, Amelia's charming daughter will be the judge of that.
Yep,
Her name's
absolutely.
Ruby, and she is her everything. When Ruby gets a school assignment exploring heritage
Oh, boy.
and creating family trees,
Oh, boy.
she notices hers is small and sparse. With the help of a DNA test, Amelia
100%.
Amelia learns that Ruby's papa, TJ Coda, played by DePace, lives nearby. Meanwhile, the endearing TJ, man, you guys are making a lot of assumption about your characters. First, Ruby's over there being charming.
Yeah.
TJ is endearing. Again, we'll see.
Can't be untrue now.
The endearing TJ is a professional guitarist. Can't be endearing. Who hasn't found success the way he always dreamed. Amelia makes contact, and to her surprise, TJ wants to meet Ruby. I lied, I guess, when I said this was a Long Boy Hallmark Channel, just providing it. TJ has a huge family, and suddenly Ruby's family tree has sprouted leaves. Romance takes flight as Amelia gets to know TJ and is invited to take part in his family's Mexican traditions. Along the way, Amelia's protective instincts, both for herself and her daughter, are challenged, especially when TJ gets a chance of a lifetime to join a major musical tour. With the help of an adorable...
How is this still happening right now?
With the help of
These
an...
are short boys.
Usually when they're just on the HallmarkChannel.com, they are, but this is a long one. With the help of an adorable little girl
Again.
I don't understand. We get it.
who has a big heart and 1,000 questions...
Is this a different girl? Is that Amelia?
I think it's the same one.
Amelia and TJ discover that family trees can be complicated and wonderfully unique, especially when love is what ties everyone together.
I'm going to give this 1 because its synopsis is over, and we're going to move on.
Okay.
1.
It seems a little charming, a little basic.
Would you say it sounds, let's see,
Give me a few of those,
charming,
yeah.
endearing,
It does.
adorable?
Adorable? No, not yet. I mean, we'll be the judge of that, obviously. I don't know. It feels like straight down the middle of the road.
2.5.
Yeah, I guess since it sounds straight down the middle of the road, I'm going to go straight down the middle of the road. And 2.5 azaleas, a.k.a. Pussy Willows. 1 for 1. Everybody knows that.
1 for 1. Everybody knows. Someone say you don't even need to say it.
Happy Dingus Day.
Happy Dingus Day, everybody.
Listen, we've seen Sarah Drew handle some serious topics.
We have.
Some
true.
serious
Hey, it's
movies. I guess what we're finding out here is that just because Movies and Mysteries is gone doesn't mean that the more drama-led movies,
yes.
they're just kind of going to make their way over to the channel, which makes sense. I'm intrigued by this movie. I am looking at this family, and they're very sweet, very cute, very adorable, charming, all of that.
Etc.
My only concern here with this movie is the
guitar playing.
I got the tour. I'm gonna if he gets the tour, leaves, then comes back. We've seen it a million times.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what are they going to do to differentiate themselves? I'm not sure. I'm going to go 3 right down the middle. We did it, everybody. Congratulations. Get your Pussy Willows ready.
That's right.
We're going to be back next week. We're going to start covering all these movies.
The breath before
Philo.
it's great.
Philo.
Really has to load it up.
Put the floppy disk in, let it load on the RAM. We're going to be back next week. We're going to start covering all these movies, and it's going to be a ton of fun. Yeah. Philo.tv/DTH to sign up, and you can throw all these movies on your DVR, and while you're at it, just throw everything on there because it's unlimited, that DVR. So go to town. And tomorrow we're going to be back. We're going to have a very special fun time. Patrick's going to be here.
Ooh,
that's all we're going to say.
That is a fun time.
That's all we're going to say.
Man.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Until then, maybe we're the first to wish you a Merry Christmas!
Deck the Hallmark's a Bramble Jam podcast is produced by Aaron Shea. For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. For more information on the Deck the Hallmark family, you can go to bramblejamplus.com. Deck the Hallmark is presented by Philo TV. For a free trial of Philo, go to philo.tv/DTH.